Guess who's back? I'm back, man. I miss you guys. I miss you guys a lot. I've been working though, man. It's a holiday season and work is really busy, so I know this YouTube stuff, I should treat it like a job as well, but for now, it's really not paying that much. So I have bills paid to payment, so I got to work to make this money to pay these bills, man. But I wish sometime I'd be like, I wish I could actually get a real good paycheck from YouTube, but the only how to do that, I have to really invest a lot of hours into YouTube, and which I do invest a lot of hours into making these videos, also working out. I got my I've been doing live streams on my workout channel, Lannie Experience, every evening when I come home from work. So you guys could check that out if you want to see me live. You could check my Lannie Experience YouTube channel Monday to Thursday, Monday to Friday. I go live, I stream live after 6 p.m. You could check me out live, but yeah, man, I'm happy to be back. I hope everything is going completely fine in your neighbors, your community. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to every one of you guys out there. Please enjoy the holiday. Please do something kind for someone you don't know. Just please be kind. This video today, man, is about a bunch of women that went to the zoo and all of a sudden started getting crazy. They called someone to pick them up. Make a long story short, the police was called. Officers showed up at the Bronx Zoo, and yeah, let's see what happens from there, guys. Let's take the video from there. Before we do, though, please watch the video all the way to the end. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Also, would appreciate your kindness for some super thanks purchase for the channel, man. Let's get to it. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Who's picking you guys up? Where's your ride?
She's on the phone. You want to talk to her?
I don't need to talk to him. Where's your ride at? Okay. I just got here. Why are you yelling at me? I'm trying to help you out.
I'm sorry. She right in the front door. That's where she dropped us off. She said she right where she dropped us off.
Car?
It's a white Nissan Altima.
Okay, calm down.
I'm calm. I don't have to be calm. I'm not hurting you.
Okay, I'm not going to talk to you. So it's a white sedan coming to pick you guys up?
No, it's a
Nissan Altima 2013. Do you hear her? Do you hear her? You hear her, right? You hear her, right?
Yeah, I hear her. I'm done talking to you.
And let us through. No.
This woman actually stood in the zoo when the zoo hours was closed. And as you can tell, one of these women is very disrespectful. The officers are there was caught by the employees of the zoo. And you see the one in the blanket around her, the one that's acting like a boy, the girl that's acting like a boy. She want to be tough and act like she's the toughest girl in that crew. So she's acting out. But now, instead of, they need the officers to actually open the gate to get them out basically get them out the zoo so they can get picked up. The problem is the girl that's coming to pick them up is also being disrespectful, which is this woman right here. Driving the car, she don't want to prove her license because she has no license. She's not allowed to drive. And top of that, she has a felony warrant. So now things are going to get way worse for all these women. And mind you guys, listen carefully how disrespectful these women are, knowing that they're wrong.
Why do you need my name to come and pick up my sister? I don't understand.
Because now I'm having an interaction with you. That was a possible fight.
Right, but you don't need my name
Yes,
to come and get my sister. No, you don't. No, you don't need my name.
All I do is engage.
Come on, man. Y'all need to come on because I don't got time for all
Hold
this
on.
dead ass. My kids is in the car and I'm
Okay, I'm going to get you out of here in a few minutes. All I need is your name, and that's really about it, okay? Ma'am, we're not doing
I'm
this.
gonna come around. What? Don't.
Hold
You
on.
don't need to follow me.
Hold on. Just hold on.
I am
trying to
holding
get
on.
you
I've
out
been
of
sitting
here.
here for 10 minutes sitting here looking for them. I don't
Okay.
need nothing. I'm just gonna come out and go around. It don't matter.
Hold on, ma'am.
No, I don't
I'm telling
need
you
to
right
go
now, do
on.
not do that.
Don't touch me.
Hold on.
Why did you keep going on? Hey,
Ma'am.
I'm gonna get them the fuck out of here. Why do you
We're
keep
not
my
just going to
name?
step it up. Hold on, let me just get your name because there was a possible altercation. Okay, Tiffany,
Yep.
hold on.
Okay, you can let me in my car. My kids is in here. Come on, man. For real.
Ladies and gentlemen, you never get into a car knowing you have no driver's license and drive with your kids. That's the biggest mistake you can make. God forbid you get into an accident. None of your kids are going to be covered because you're driving a car with no identification, no license of who you are. This women, her sisters and the other girls that was in the Bronx, they're going to end up opening the gate regardless. They're going to figure out a way to open the gate to come out into the parking lot to get in the car. But as you can tell, this woman, she has no ID. The reason why when people don't want to identify themselves to law enforcement, it's a problem. It's a huge red flag to a cop when they asks you for identification and you just refuse. If you have the right, you don't have to really, you could refuse ID to a cop if you're not doing nothing illegal. But as you can tell, she showed up to pick up her sister from the Bronx Zoo that was already closed while it was inside of the zoo. I said the Bronx Zoo. I'm sorry, not the Bronx Zoo. It was some random zoo. I have no clue where zoo is at. But the point is, she showed up driving. So the officer has to identify who she is. That's the law. He's not doing nothing illegal. He has to identify this woman to see who she is before she could actually leave. Because now the women, he was supposed to release the women to her. He was supposed to actually open the gate, but they figured out a way to actually open that gate and get out the zoo. So now they're in the car, but the chaos just began. Because you remember from the beginning, the girl that was acting like a boy, that woman, she's going to end up getting arrested because you can tell already she's going to just keep acting out.
Close the door. Make sure the blanket. I want to make sure the blanket doesn't get caught, okay? Okay. So no one needs medical attention?
No. You don't gotta come over here. Why is y'all bringing all these police? They argue, nobody got the fight.
Okay, so what I have to do real quick, I go to my computer, I gotta type a few things, I'll come back and I'll let you know that you guys are okay to go, okay?
Man, y'all don't need to do all that.
Hold on. Okay.
Extra police coming over here to talk.
Hold on.
There we go.
Like I said before, I'm gonna go to my squad, I gotta put a few things, I'm gonna come back and I'll let you guys go. Hold on.
The officer then lets the backup officers through the gate. While the officer gets in his car to type up his report, the suspects close up their car doors and windows.
Alright, let's get her out. Which one, driver? Driver. Just wanna listen. Get out of the car and break the window!
This woman is out of their mind, no. They all locked themselves inside of the car. Mind you, there is kids in the car. So now they leave the officers no choice. Because when they ran the Tiffany name, nothing came up. She don't want to give her last name. She don't want to do nothing towards ending the situation. So the officers had left with no choice, which you have to break the window to get this woman out. A simple situation. Okay, you're driving, you showed up. Calm down. Why are you yelling, hollering, fussing? You don't have a driver's license. Okay, no problem. Let's try to figure this out. But how in the world you think you're going to win an argument with an officer when you're wrong? You arguing with somebody who is upholding the law, who is doing what's right by the law. Nobody is allowed to drive a car without a driver's license. No one is allowed to do that. So you acting, look how she's acting. Mind you, ladies and gentlemen, once again, her kids are in this car, witnessing all of this chaos going on with their mother and the other women inside of that car. Come on, dude.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Grab her phone.
Just want to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that was a woman. The one that was acting all tough like she's a boy, dressed like a boy, that's an actual female that's throwing the punches at the officer. Outrageous, out of control, straight disrespectful. None of you women, and none of these women is role models to those little kids that's around them. It's obvious, you could tell by just looking at this video. Is that what these kids have to grow up and be around every single day? What's the chances of these kids growing up to be actually presidents, doctors, lawyers? What's the chances of little kids growing up around people like that? Growing up to be role models in the community, growing up to be people that could actually make a difference in the world. What is the possible chance? It's less than 10%. Kids who grow up and see stuff like that and is around stuff like that every single day of their lives, they never grow up to actually do something to make a difference in their community, in their families' lives, or in the world in general. They all grew up and become the same thing what their family, the parents, their grandparents, they grew up to be the same thing that everybody did in the family. They don't grow up to do nothing different. Insane, dude.
No, she punched me in the face.
You see me sit here treating me with respect. You a bitch.
No one's gonna happen to you. I was the one you were talking to initially, right? Do you want to sit in mine? Do you want to sit in my car? Okay, let's go sit in my car. I want to go here. All right. Okay. You have anything?
No, can y'all just close my door? I'm gonna get in the room.
Yeah. Okay, we can get those off. She doesn't need to be in bed. Were these on you? Did you slip these?
No, I didn't.
Take a seat.
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay,
Just do my
did she slip
kids.
the cuffs?
I'm cold.
You gotta move your knee. She's gotta be in cuffs. She was resisting hard.
I didn't break it in.
Yes, she was. Just follow me. Hold on. Let's come with me. Come on. Turn a GoPro up there. Okay. Do you want to sit in your car? Do you want to sit in your car? Okay, let's go sit in the car.
I ain't putting you in the bag.
You did.
I swung. Listen,
I watched you do it. You did.
I swung.
I watched you
I
do it.
swung. Look, dude, are you listening to me?
Yeah, and I saw what you
swung,
did.
right?
You're full of
I
shit.
swung. All right, then shut the f up talking to me. Listen.
Stand up.
I'm gonna stand up for y'all.
Thank you.
But look, oh my baby. I swung on him. I swung on him. And y'all can't sit up here and tell me that
This chick is out of her mind, dude. You're a girl. You're 80 pounds. You're 80 to 100 pounds. You're a girl. You are a girl. Regardless of how you think that you're a boy, you was born a girl. You don't have that strength that you think in your brain that you have. You are not a man. You don't have that strength as a man. You punching a man in his face and then having the audacity to tell another man to shut the F up. Whilst they're trying to calm you down and create peace in a chaotic situation. Look at the little kids. Little kids is around people like that. How do you have your kids around people like that, dude? What do you expect your kids to grow up to become? What? Listen, I don't get it. I don't get it and I will never get it. At least her sister, the one that she came to pick up, is a reasonable person. She understands exactly what's going on. It's not the police officer's fault. She understands that everything that's going on is based on her sister, who is the driver, that has a felony warrant. That's why she don't want to give her name. And her other friends, especially the one that's acting like a boy. Well, forget about it. You're going to punch the wrong guy in his face acting like you're a boy. You better cut it out, man. All of you girls out there that be acting like a boy and wanting to be boys, always remember, you was born a girl. So you punching the wrong guy in his face, bad things could happen. And I don't care who you know, what you know, wait, stop it. All that whole threat, I'm tough, you're tough in your neighborhood, bro. That's it. Stop.
Y'all should have been did that. Y'all talking to the wrong person that was never even here. Y'all ain't gonna pay for my the window or none of that shit. Like, this is ridiculous. Resisting arrest that I have nothing to do with.
Put your feet in. Put your feet in.
Bro, I need to see my kids,
Put
bro.
your feet in.
I need to see my kids, bro.
Yeah, she punched you in the face.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to actually end this video right there, boys and girls. We're going to end this one right there, man, with all the women. Listen, the only two women that actually, the only woman that actually went home with no problem was the sister, the one in the red. With that at the end of the video, see, she picked up one of the kids and she was holding the baby. She was holding actually the little baby in her arm, that's what she's supposed to do as a sister. Unfortunately, the driver, which was an older sister, the mother of the kids, she was arrested. Battery, disorderly conduct, and on top of that, her warrant. She had a warrant. So she went to jail. The other girl who was acting outrageous and very disrespectful, the one that wanted to act like a boy, act tough, punched the cop in his face. She was charged with assault on a peace officer. She was charged with disorderly conduct. She was charged with resisting. a bunch of charges for this woman, and you know what? She deserved them all because she lucky this gentleman. He's an officer. This woman punched a random dude in his face. Her night would not go down the same way this night went down. Because she thinks she has the right way to punch a guy in his face. A random guy that's not a cop. I'm sorry. In every state in the United States, there is a law called self-defense. It doesn't matter if you're a girl or a boy. If you're a girl and you punch a guy in his face, that guy has all rights to defend himself and punch you and break your jaw. It's a law in all 50 states that makes up the United States of America, one of the greatest countries in the world. I'm not going to say the greatest, one of the greatest countries in the world, because Europe has a lot of beautiful, great countries as well. So if you think in the United States as a girl, you have the right to punch someone in the face and everything should be fine because you want to act tough, you want to act like a dude, and everything should be fine because you think you're a gangster, you think you're in a gang, you think you know some gangsters. Stop it, man. Stop all that violent talk, stop all that violent action. Just leave that alone. Stop it, bro. It's not that serious. You guys got locked in the Bronx Zoo because you guys from the beginning was acting out in the zoo. I mean, once again, I keep saying the Bronx Zoo because I go there, but anyway, you guys was acting out in the zoo. That's why the police was called upon you guys. And then you guys got locked in the zoo when the zoo was closed. Everybody left the zoo and you guys actually stood in the zoo when all the gates was closed. Now you guys cannot get out. The police have to come. You guys was being disrespectful and disorderly from the beginning. Before even the police officer showed up, you guys was being disrespectful. Ladies and gentlemen, you will never win a fight with law enforcement when you're being disrespectful, especially when you're wrong. The hollering, shouting, using obscenity, all of that stuff, you will never win that fight. You're going to just end up going to jail. You're going to go visit the judge. 100%. When you're wrong in anything that you're doing in life, we're not perfect as human beings. We do stuff in life that's not right. But when we know we're not right, why are we yelling, fussing, fighting, arguing, shouting? Why? On top of that, this woman is a mother with her 2 kids. I understand you love your sister. You want to go pick up your sister from something. So she's stranded. You want to go pick up. Absolutely. But get someone with a valid license. Get somebody who actually have a valid license. God forbid you're driving with your kids in the car. God forbid there's an accident. What you think is going to happen? Like, just be smarter than that. It's common sense. It's not that hard. I understand you're not drunk. I understand you're not on drugs. But regardless, still get someone who has a valid license. At least a learner's permit. At least a learner's permit. You're driving out there, no license. On top of no license, having a warrant. On top of the warrant, wanting to be disrespectful. How are you going to win? How are you going to get to take your kids home? You're not going to get to take your kids home. Your kids, thank God your sister was allowed to take your kids home. You got to think before you act, man. We just have to start thinking before we act. You know what I mean? And a lot of people just act out without actually putting in the thought of mind. A lot of people act out and get themselves into serious problems because they don't think about the consequences. They don't think about the actions. Because your actions would lead to a reaction. Like, just for instance, the girl in the video, by her punching that cop in his face, for her actions to someone else, she would do that to someone else. Her actions would lead to someone else's reaction, and God forbid she end up dying, or for someone else's reaction, but something she started. Think before you act. God bless us all, man. We're not perfect. Let's always do the best we can for each other. Let's treat each other the way we want to be treated. Let's have respect for each other, bro. Respect is a big problem. Respect is one of the biggest issues that we're having on this planet and in this world. We need to learn to be more respectful, more kind to each other, dude. Without us being more respectful to each other in the future, this world is just going to get more and more chaotic. Respect matters. For those out there who think respect doesn't matter, you're out of your mind. Respect matters. Loyalty matters. Gratefulness matters. Being kind matters. Believing in God matters. Doing what's right for others matters. Treating people the way you want to be treated matters. It all matters, dude. And those are little things. Those are things that you don't need money to do. The best things in life comes without having money. The best things in life that needs to be done, you don't need money to do it. I'll catch you guys in the next video, man. Until then, stay safe, stay positive. Peace.